already knew what was going to happen. He had a plan. And Krishna manifested that plan.
Yo escuché que dijo, solo el tiempo nos separa.
So this is the amazing thing when there's intimate relationship with the Lord. This intimate relationship with the Lord manifests here and there. Today I was reading that only when Krishna empowers the devotee, then he can do anything. That means the devotee, he never thinks that he can do anything. See, if I do anything, that is Krishna wants it. I can confirm that 100% from my own sight. Because everywhere I went, I didn't know where I was going, I didn't know what was going to happen, what am I going to do there. Everything was, I was guided by Krishna and inspired also. Of course, I must admit that going to South America for me was like the greatest adventure in my life. Because in Europe and America, everything is very boring. You need a permission for everything. Everything is very bureaucratic and very difficult. And if you have no money, you are a little nobody. But when I went to South America, everything was like, wow, just do it. If you need some money, get it, collect it. When I first went to Brazil, the temple was like $30,000 in debt. And the temple president had run away. And they was paying $3,000 rent a month. 45 years ago. It was so expensive. It was a fancy place. It was like 3 houses and a park in the middle with a fountain. It was fancy. It was not an ordinary house, but anyhow, the area was lots of money to pay. So basically, I had no idea what I'm going to do there. But Krishna, he wanted it, so not only we could pay off the $30,000, also we kept paying the rent. And you know how we did that? By selling sweets. There was no books when I arrived. They didn't have one Portuguese book for sale. So I just went to the market and bought what they call in Brazil pirulitos. It's like a small sweet ball with a stick.
Lollipops.
Colombinos, lollipops. So I just sent the devotees out and I said, you give everybody a lollipop and says, please help to save our temple, give a donation. And the devotees had brought back every day $100 each one. I was so surprised. And when we finished paying all the debt of the debt, I called the devotees. I said, thank you. You saved this temple. Now I ask you a question. Do you want to buy a farm for Krishna? We have no farm, we have no property. Prabhupada wants a new Vṛndāvan outside. I said, you want this? The devotees, they were all ladies. They looked at each other. They looked at me and said, yeah, why not? It worked well. So I thought this was Brazil. Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, they're the main cities of Brazil. So I took a compass and put it in Sao Paulo and one in Rio. And where the two lines crossed, there I went. And I looked for a farm. The place was called Vṛndāvan. Actually, I did that with Lilananda together. He's an old devotee from Brazil. So we went and we looked. And there was this one nice farm for sale. And I said, yes, it looks good. It was like 26 hectares, a beautiful river, very nice, sloop. I said, but we have no money. So they told me, don't no problem, you just take the land and you pay us when you can. I said, good, in this way I can be sure that really that's the land I wanted to pay, to have. So for 6 months we stayed there for free to check out whether we like the land. And in the 6 months the devotees, they collected $70,000.
Wow.
We paid the land, and that's the new Gokula farm until today. So I don't take any credit for that. If anybody gets credit, then it's those ladies. Tanya, Deva, and Bhutamata, the few lady names, they went out every day. Maybe one or two the men also, but they did that. So Krishna did that. I was so excited. Wow, here you can do anything. This South America is amazing, and the people are so nice. Especially the Brazilians, they are so, like if they're enthusiastic, they go, yes, let's do it. And off they go and do it. Colombians have a little bit of that too. But Brazilians especially, they're very helpful. If you can convince them of something that wrong, they put the energy. So in this way, some other Krishna does these things. If you're foolish, you think I did that? Nothing. The only thing I did, I put the compass on the map and make it cross in Vṛndāvan. That's what I did. And that's where Krishna wanted to have the farm. So, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, or by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga, everything is done. Everything. The Vrinda Kunja, everything. The Yamuna Kunja, everything. The Vishva Vaishnava Rajshala started in Vṛndāvan, here in Vṛndāvan, under the protection of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. Everything done by him. If you watch these old movies of these meetings, you see, wow, everybody was coming. That was the power of Puri Maharaj. He had said, we will make an organization, come. And everybody came, even the Nishinga Maharaj came, and so many difficult people, they came. So, Chaitanya Chaitamrita, this is alive. This is going on. Nishingananda Brahmachari, by the Lord's mercy, was told in his meditation, I will not go to Vṛndāvan. And he told everybody, he's not going. And he didn't go. So, in this way, Krishna consciousness is an absolute adventure with the Supreme Personality of God. When I invite somebody to come here and stay in India and do seva here, I don't know, why am I asking that person? How do I know? How do I know what they're going to say? They may say, are you crazy? You want me to stay in India? I don't know. I like it in India. I think serving Prabhupada in India with South American assignment, I think is very special, very beautiful. Even though we know that the Indians, they have some difficulties of accepting a foreign Vaishnava. There's a lot of prejudice, a lot of deep-rooted racism in India. I mean, the caste Goswamis, they don't even believe in anybody except those who are born in their caste. This is very deep-rooted, and we belong to the Mleccha Javana background. Worse, Mleccha Javana is Muslims. They have Muslims here, they let them go in the temple. But if you're a foreigner, you're not allowed to come in the temple. So, we are worse than Mlecchas in Yemen. Coming from the background of cow killers and all that. So that Prabhupada brought us here to do seva here, to be part of cleaning Vṛndāvan enthusiasm, enthusing the Indian community. What is this? Just a miracle, just a magic. And when you say, yes, I stay with you in India, let's do something there. Wow, I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. And I want you to also be happy. Otherwise, why should I keep anybody here who's not happy? That doesn't make any sense. We are not in the program of making people unhappy in Krishna consciousness. But whether somebody is happy or not is happy, that is also Krishna in his heart. What does Krishna tell him in his heart? And I think we are very, very insignificant. Me, I'm insignificant. You may not be insignificant. You may do big things in this lifetime for Srila Prabhupada and for Jiva Goswami. You may do very big things. This is absolutely possible. Or maybe not. Maybe you're just going to chant Hare Krishna, leave the body chanting Hare Krishna and go back to London right now. But that's enough. If you can manage that, that's already glorious like anything. But then we have certain cases like Bhakti's mother. Is she also going to come here? Is this old lady's going to fall in love with Vṛndāvan and doing seva here? Who knows? Madhava, his parents, they're in love with Vṛndāvan. They have another Vṛndāvan there in Costa Rica. Big plans and big preaching, but they're in love with Vṛndāvan also. So much that they gave permission their only son to come here and do this seva. I didn't oblige anyone. I'm just, Krishna, do you want this? And then somebody comes, Padmanabha Maharaj, Govinda Maharaj, Ram. I don't know why Krishna sends these people here. Well, I guess we're gonna do something, they're gonna help us. I know he sent Raghunath to me. Oh my God. I was just coming here. Listen how that happened. I came here and I was thinking, what am I going to do here? I don't have much money, we just got this place. I said, we should do something for the people. I said, why not open a school? So I say, where is there no school? Somebody said, Kikikanagla. Kikikanagla is 10 kilometers more or less after Ramamreti, on the Yamuna side. That village had no school. So I went there. Oh, there was one person who was working in construction. He helped me in construction. He said, I'm from Kikikanagla, we have no school there. I say, okay. He said, you can make school in my house. So, his name was Baladev. So I went to Kikikanagla. He had an extra house, straw hut, bamboo hut. I said, now I need a teacher. So I asked around and I met Ramana. I don't know how I met him, I forget.
I know.
Yes, how?
There was some devotee that he told you, I know someone called Raju, and he is teacher. I will tell Raju to be teacher. So what happened, and Raghunath told me, you even don't know this story. This person went to ask Raju, whose actually father had a school, and said, Raju, can you please give classes? He said, I cannot, because I am working in my father's school and I have no more time. Then he was saying, what will I do now? I promised to Maharaj that Raju will give classes here. Then he knew Raghunath, who is another Raju, and said to Raghunath, Raju, I need you to give classes. He said, I cannot, I am just a student. I am studying. He said, I have one Maharaj, he wants to make a school, but I told him that Raju will give class. So that Raju I was thinking is not giving class, but you are Raju, so you can accept the job and you can give classes, you will get paid so you can continue studying also. Then he said, okay. Then,
So that's how we met Raghunath. And Raghunath, he took charge of the school, and it was going on for quite a while. Then later we opened another school in another village next to it. And then this went on for some time, and Raghunath and we became a little bit more acquainted, and then anyway, many other things happened. But in the end, the government made a school there, and the local money was also getting a little bit difficult. So we ended up having no more school, and Raghunath became our secretary. And that's 40 years back. So Krishna arranges everything, you know, every single thing, every little detail is all arranged by Krishna. I have my full faith in that, and sometimes, of course, I also don't know what's the next step. How is it going to be maintained? I know. What am I going to worry about? Krishna is worrying about his own movement. Krishna is doing everything. So let him look after this temple. Krishna is looking after Akshaya Patram. And he can also look after the little bit of wood. Krishna is the supreme doer. And at the same time, I'm very, very deeply aware that only by mercy we are maintained in this. It's by causeless mercy. And I met so many difficult people here. I even met the local mafia. In order to buy the temples here, I had to go and meet the local mafia. Very bad people, but they had control of the buildings. But finally, I got this building not from the mafia. And the mafia got very angry with me. They said, why do you buy from somebody else? You should buy from us. Oh yes, many adventures, but it's all Krishna's plan. And like Srila Puri said, he said, Vṛndāvan, how did you get this place? I don't know. I just went to talk to Krishna. Said, can you give us a place? We are not qualified, but we want to serve here. The next day we got this place. The next day. And it is unheard of that you find a place, go to court, make the payment, get the key, and the next night you're inside the property. It's unheard of. Not in the West, not anywhere. And legally, no problem. We never had a problem with this property. Actually, Mahesh, you know Mahesh in the Loy Bazaar? You know this Mahesh, of course, Dinesh Mahesh. He was the one who went to the Maharaj in Tripura and bought it for his father. They made it, and they had that property, like some business investment. So, if Krishna wants something, now, I don't know the future here, really, I don't know. I want I know that everybody has to become an acharya and expand Krishna consciousness to many places. Whoever is feeling that calling coming to him, that part I know. You know, even Lalita Madhava, for example, you should take a disciple. It's like great devotees who have come to us to join with us. But like for example, I have no eagerness to purchase more temples in India. Me, but if somebody of you wants to get a temple, Vṛndāvan in Puri in the future, or in Rishikesh, or anything like that, that's up to Krishna. Krishna once said that there is no hard and fast rule. I don't know how we got here, Vṛndāvan. The whole thing is just a miracle, a true miracle. And Mayapur is the same thing. Mayapur is even more adventurous. First temple I got kicked out. Second temple I also got kicked out. Then the third temple, that was an amazing thing. I bought it from an old lady. She had 3 daughters. They were all American because she was married to an American before. And she was very sad. She was so sad. So after she sold the building, I had to get the signature for her ex-husband because they had kind of a maritable type of thing in that. So I had to get this guy to sign on the paper. That was impossible almost. Of course he wanted money also. Anyhow, it was accomplished. And then after she signed the paper, she said, but now I want to be initiated by you because I love the property so much I don't want to be far away. Her name was Sati. Did you meet Sati? And Sati went with me to Colombia. She went preaching. She was from a high Brahmin family. But the whole thing that her husband left her a little bit sad. And her daughters came. So even that all kind of very, very miracle type of thing. And then we bought the bunker. The bunker. The bunker that was one German guy. He built the bunker on the Jannah.
Saraswati.
Saraswati. That was it. I mean, he was a good constructor. He made like a bunker where you have escape routes inside. You know that, no? Escape routes and walls like this and like that. No. And he was a German guy. He made a lot of money selling paintings. And then he went there and bought this land, and there was no papers. It was all on trust. And by Raghunath's help, we saved the property.
Yeah, he told me this story recently.
Only because of Raghunath, the way he did that thing, you know? And then how we got 7 stories there. One time Mahatma was there and he made a roof on it. And then a storm came and it took the whole roof and threw it down. Just luckily it didn't kill anybody. No? He put a roof on but he didn't screw it down. Krishna knows all these stories. He was my local advisor. bought?
You say you brought 3 times temple in Mayapur, but I need 2. Which one first one?
No, first one was Upasana.
I know.
That is from Srila Purimaj, he gave to us. Then second one was from the Master Masai. From the Master Masai, that was the old temple in the first corner there. So Master Masai, he sold me in. He became a disciple of Thakpar Maharaj.
Yeah, this old temple
And
beside the lake.
And with a little lake, yeah. And Thakpar Maharaj threw us out. Then we had the other place in front, and that place, actually 2 places. One place was the boat people, the boat mafia. They kicked us, our brahmacharis, out from there. That was another house. And then there was one shishya who had some hotel on the Jalangi side. Of course, that was not our property, but because he was my shishya, so it looked like we had that place too.
Yeah, when personal place you brought, you also made big construction, bamboo construction. Very
Oh,
big.
that was on that big bamboo construction we made on the land which belonged to the temple of Puri Maharaj. Temple of Puri Maharaj, which was originally of Bhakti Shoda Ashram Maharaj. Bhakti Shoda Ashram, it had this property and had that property where the big bamboo structure was on, and there was one other property going all the way to Jalangi. There were three properties in the society papers.
Vṛndāvan, on the papers. That time I was a little school boy.
Yeah, and you were a small boy. Right. Anyhow, everything is Krishna's mercy. And we don't know. We really don't know. How and what is the next plan of Krishna? I'm also not sure. But Madhava tells me there's too much work to be done. And Bhakti, I asked her, are you going to help me to clean Vṛndāvan? It's our old project. And she also likes that. She has worked with this already a long time. Now we're going to continue in the Hridaya Chaitanya Sampradaya. Something like this. And it's a good time. It's a good time for Vṛndāvan, from many point of view. I hope Mayapur we can also start something again. I don't know. If Krishna wants, it will be done. And really like for example, the plan which we have here for Vṛndāvan, we have big plans for nice development. I have to see what happens to my friends because, for example, last time I met very interesting friends, but they never wrote to me again. So it's something like one has to be after and Mr. Kandurwal. Let's see what's Krishna. So, my dear devotees, Vṛndāvan is a miracle, and all of you are part of that miracle, especially if you come here, or if you send a donation here too. You know, every temple in South America can have a little program. Once in a month you say, today we have a special India program collection. You all make some prasadam at home and we make a big prasadam festival and we collect for our Indian temples. Then the whole people in your city will be so aware of the India festival, then they will also want to come to India. In other words, it's for the different temples, it is a great, great mercy if they can be part and involved in the Vṛndāvan, in the Mayapur projects. Anyhow, now we are on the chat every week, so I will try to create that desire in the devotees. Any questions? Did you get my phone to work?
Why I have questions?
You have a question? Come on.
Yes. I want to know how to do the clean the Vṛndāvan. And if we have idea
Yes.
how to do.
You see, one of the problems is the Yamuna front side. That should be very clean. That is the duty of the government.
Yes.
But they're not doing it very carefully. So when we go and start doing it, they become embarrassed. And then they increase their service. This already happened many times. But now when the ladies are out, like Bhakti is going to be out, they get very nervous. What? Foreign ladies are cleaning our tongue. They don't like it. Then they start cleaning themselves. So it's good. Then there's many places like Vṛndāvan, Vṛndāvan, Mansarovar. These holy places are also very dirty. So if we can go there once a month and pick up all the garbage, then they will become very clean. This is not so difficult, it can be done. All we need is a tractor and a few people go up and clean. Actually, very good to have a tractor, but we have to see also where to dump the garbage. But we have done it many times, so in this way we have cleaners, we need supervisor. If you want to help us, a supervisor. Or we need, because the people work with the local cleaners, not easy, no? They're lazy, they want to get the money but don't want to do the job. But if you know how to deal with them, it's possible. So we have a supervisor job. You already got the job. You already got the job. Yeah. Anyhow, in your free time, you can help us.
Yeah. And then yesterday, Saturday, Sunday, I will come. And we organized a cleanup drives. We are awareness drives. And I think I personally want to share my opinion. The first thing is a big problem here. We know we have to do one thing, communicate all Vṛndāvan, the leaders, and communicate. We have to clean the sewage line, and the government pressurize we all the devotees. We proper as sewage water treatment plant.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
you're
we
right.
can do strong work for Vṛndāvan, and second we can when we so much devotees with us, so we can easy to clean Yamuna. And,
Yes, we will try. Yes, right. So
So
your help is very
India-
appreciated. You talk to Bhakti when you can meet with her and when you can give ideas also. Our main office is Yamuna Kunja
Yes.
for this, but we are also working from here.
I know in the Indian mentality, what he do, what not do, was only for bus Krishna, 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 and then go and home, then polluting this Vṛndāvan. But we have to avoid people. This is the first.
Very good.
Am I right now?
Yes, you're